The Renaissance, the dawn of the self, a Renaissance narrative. The year is 1420. Florence, a city still scarred by medieval plague and entrenched in rigid church dogma, is beginning to awaken to a new kind of life. The air, filled with the scent of leather and spices from bustling markets, vibrates with a different kind of energy. It is the dawning breath of the Renaissance, a period that will break the medieval mold and give birth to a new era defined by the rediscovery of classical thought, a celebration of human potential, and the powerful emergence of the individual. The roots of this transformation lie in the manuscripts of ancient Greece and Rome. For centuries, these texts had languished in monastic libraries, accessible only to a select few. But now, fueled by burgeoning trade routes and the intellectual curiosity of a new class of scholars, these ancient voices are coming to life. Thinkers such as Petrarch, a generation earlier, had already begun to extol the virtues of Cicero and Virgil, sparking a renewed interest in the humanistic ideals of the classical world. This was not simply a nostalgic longing for the past. It was a desire to understand the world through rational inquiry, to examine the human condition, and to elevate the possibilities of human achievement. This intellectual ferment extended into the realm of the arts. The medieval emphasis on the symbolic and the didactic gave way to a fervent desire for naturalism, an effort to depict the world as it actually appeared. Leonardo da Vinci, a man whose restless mind could not be confined to a single discipline, embodied this spirit. His notebooks, filled with anatomical sketches, engineering designs, and philosophical musings, reveal a mind grappling with the complexities of both the human form and the natural world. His paintings, such as the enigmatic Mona Lisa, are more than simple portraits. They are explorations of human psychology, capturing the subtle nuances of emotion and the complexities of inner thought. Michelangelo, another colossus of the age, approached sculpture with a similar passion for anatomical precision and expressive power. His David, a colossus carved from a single block of marble, represents not only the biblical hero, but also a symbol of human strength and defiance. The raw power of the figure, the meticulous detail of the musculature, and the intense gaze of the eyes spoke to the Renaissance ideal of man as a being of unlimited potential. Raphael, the third pillar of the High Renaissance, brought a sense of harmony and grace to his compositions. His School of Athens, a masterful fresco depicting the great philosophers of antiquity, encapsulates the spirit of intellectual exchange that defined the age. The figures, rendered with meticulous detail and emotional depth, are a visual testament to the humanist ideal of learning and progress. This artistic explosion was underpinned by a key technical innovation: linear perspective. This revolutionary technique allowed artists to create the illusion of three-dimensional space on a two-dimensional surface, dramatically enhancing the realism of their works. Figures were no longer confined to a flattened, symbolic representation. They could now inhabit their own defined space and participate in dynamic narratives that unfolded before the viewer's eyes. This extraordinary artistic flourishing was inextricably linked to the patronage of wealthy families, particularly the Medici of Florence. Their financial support enabled artists to pursue ambitious projects, fostering an atmosphere of creativity and innovation. Recognizing the power of art as a form of civic pride and personal glorification, the Medici commissioned numerous works that continue to shape our understanding of the Renaissance today. Their patronage was not simply an act of charity, it was an investment in the cultural capital of their city. However, the story of the Renaissance is not one of uninterrupted progress. The High Renaissance, although characterized by its classical ideals of balance and harmony, gradually gave way to the Mannerist movement. This artistic style, which began in the second half of the 16th century, is characterized by a clear shift in artistic sensibility. Figures became elongated, poses became stylized, and compositions became more complex and often disturbing. There was a move away from the naturalism of the High Renaissance, which was replaced by an emphasis on artifice and dramatic effect. This shift reflected, in part, the growing social and religious anxieties of the time, as well as a desire to push the boundaries of artistic expression. The Renaissance, therefore, was not a monolithic entity, but a dynamic and ever-evolving cultural phenomenon. It was a period of profound change, characterized by the rediscovery of classical knowledge, a fervent celebration of human potential, and a profound exploration of the self. From Leonardo's anatomical dissections to Michelangelo's dramatic sculptures and Raphael's harmonious compositions, the artists of this era left a legacy that continues to resonate and inspire us, reminding us of the power of human creativity and the enduring allure of the classical spirit. It was, in essence, the dawn of the modern self, emerging from the shadows of the Middle Ages and taking a bold step into the light of a new era.